Hello everyone. Today I am going to start our next poem, which name is The Voice of the Rain, and it is written by Walt Whitman. First of all, we will know about the author, how his life was. Moving further, we know that Walt Whitman had taken birth on May 31, 1819 at Newark in America, and he is an American poet and essayist and also a journalist. Then at the age of 11, he just left his former school to go to his at the age of 11, and then he worked as a printer as a freelance. Freelance means the man who works as a self-employed. So he worked as a printer as a freelance in New York. Then at the age of 17, he begins his career as a teacher, and after 6 years he turned to journalism. After being a journalism, he founded the Long Islander. It is a magazine, then Brooklyn Daily Eagle, but both of the magazine was not successful. But after the failure of this both magazine, he also founded the Brooklyn Freeman, and it was a huge successful magazine in his life. After that, he just edited a poetry collection which named was Leaves of Grass, and the edition of this first poetry collection, he was called the father of free verse. I will tell you what is free verse, the term free verse in a poem, what it is. It is used to compose a poem, but I will tell you later when I will explain the whole poetry. Okay, moving further, he took a job as a color for the Bureau of India Affairs, but fired again. Fired again means to remove out the position or the post in an company or in an organization. Then in 1873, he suffered a stroke that left him partially paralyzed, and after a long staying in that place, he died on March 26 in 1892. So it was the life history of Walt Whitman, and after that we will have the introduction of the poem. Okay students, you may see the next title, that is introduction of the poem. So in this title we have an idea and a brief summary of this poem written by Walt Whitman, and we will get what Walt Whitman has given a message through this poem to us, and what we will find out in the explanation of this poem. Okay, so first of all, let's discuss the introduction of the poem. Introduction of the poem. The poem, The Voice of the Rain, is all about the life story of the eternal water which takes different kind. The rain is just like a musical notes. When it falls down, sound of the rain makes us overjoyed. However, we will not get over that thing. We have to know about why the poet has called the rain eternal and what kind of message he wanted to give to us. So the water takes a different kinds. First of all, it is in the vapor, then it goes upward, then it forms itself as a cloud, then it condensed, and then it falls down in the form of rain. And wherever there is a dry vegetation, it just give a new life to them. Next to it, first it transforms itself into vapors, rises upwards and turns into clouds, and after that it falls down on the earth in the form of rain to give off dying vegetation. The poem calls the rain a boon for the dry earth, and it is the poem of the earth, and it is eternal, just like the poem. How a poem is eternal? Why all the poet calls a poem eternal? Because it transformed and it handed over to generation after generation. So the poem didn't die, and that is why rain has been compared to the poem. It is eternal, and the rain is also an eternal thing. So the poet asks the question, and the rain tells him all about its birth and end. So let's start the stanza of the poem. Okay, students, let's get started. The first stanza of this poem. I was telling about the free verse of poetry. So what is free verse of poetry? Free verse of poetry is that poetry who has not any type of rhyme, scheme and rhythm. It means the all words that is at the end of the each line of the stanza of the poetry is not matched with some other words at the end of the line. This type of poetry is called free verse poetry. It has no rhythm. It means it has no meter. It has no foot included in this line. So it has been written very freely. It doesn't take the rules and regulation of the poetry. So it has been written in a free verse, and that is why Walt Whitman has called the father of free verse of poetry, because he has taken the idea how this type of poetry has been written or composed. He was the inventor of the free verse of poetry. So let us read the first line. And who art thou? First of all, we will discuss about these two words, art thou. Art means are, and thou means you. Thou means you. These two words are archaic words. They are called archaic words. Archaic words are the words who are very old and who are old fashioned. They are not used in the modern era. So however the poetry has been written a very old time, in ancient time, that is why the poet has uses archaic words, just like are for art and you for thou. So and who art thou means that who are you. It means that the first line of the poetry has begun with a question. Who are you? The poet asked here to the rain, who are you? And here we find a figures of speech in this poetry, which name is apostrophe. Apostrophe. You can pronounce it as an apostrophe also. So what is apostrophe? The literary device or the poetic device or the figures of speech. Apostrophe is the figures of speech which is used to address someone who is not present before you, or who is dead, or who is a non-living thing. So here the rain is a non-living thing, but here the rain has been also personified, because he just asked the rain, who are you? Here the next figures of speech is personification. So the poet asked the rain, who are you? Said I, to the soft falling shower. Soft falling shower. The poet watches the soft falling rain and he got excited, and a question just popped out in his mind, and he just asked the rain, who are you? But he was very amazed when he get the answer of his question by the rain, which is strange to tell. Which is strange to tell here a word or two word had been hidden here, that is inwards. Inwards means that the poet just addresses us or just informs us that whatever the rain answer said, it was very strange to tell in words, gave me an answer, the answer that she has got from the rain, and as you have translated, so it is a very strange language that the rain has spoken to the poem, and the poem just got out it and she translated it to us, so as to we understand what the rain has spoken to poet, what conversation extends to the poet and to the rain. So I am the poem of earth. The rain just tells us that it is the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain, means that the voice of the rain here said that he is the poem of the earth. Here a metaphor, a figures of speech metaphor is used here because also the rain has been compared to the poem, and poem of the earth, also the poem of the earth is also metaphor because now the three things have been compared here. But after all, it is not a metaphor, it is an extended metaphor. So further we will know that it is also metaphor, but when we will discuss the whole lines of this poem, we will move to the stanza of the poem, the word, the line, we will get it and we will know that it is not a metaphor as well as it is an extended metaphor. But I will tell you the definition of extended metaphor later. First of all, let's get out the meaning of this line. So this is the poem of the earth, the rain tells to him, and it also says that it is eternal, I rise, impalpable. Impalpable means that cannot be touched, that cannot be touched. The rain is such a thing that cannot be touched when it rises upwards from the sea to the highest sky. So it is impalpable. Sorry, I have written the word very wrongly. Impalpable. Impalpable. So it cannot be touched out when it rises upwards the sky from the bottomless of the sea. The sea is very bottomless because it is very deep, and that is why the poet called it bottomless sea. You cannot find where it bottom just goes to the end. So here all about the meaning and explanation of this stanza, and we will explain the next stanza in our next video. Till then, goodbye.